little butterflies, welcome back to my channel Butterfly MUA. If you're new here, hi, my name is Mercedes, I'm the face behind Butterfly MUA, and if you are new, please consider hitting that subscribe button. I literally forgot my words then. Like, my brain was like, I know what you need to say, but your mouth's just not gonna say it properly. So yeah, if you are new, please consider hitting that subscribe button, and if you're not, hi, welcome back. So today's video is just going to be a little chatty video about YouTube, or makeup YouTube. So I've been doing this for a little while now, since January for this channel. I did do it before. I had an older channel due to issues with myself and other things that were going on in my life at the time. Lockdown was a big player in that. I deleted my old channel, which was such a shame, and it did make me really depressed deleting it. So I decided to do a new one and hopefully make it bigger and better and just have better quality videos. Now, because of that, I do have like a few people, like within friendship circles and family circles, that have asked me how to make a YouTube channel and why I made a YouTube channel and what things you need to make a YouTube channel. So I've decided to try and do, it's not going to be like a weekly thing, I'm going to do videos sort of here and there, but try and help you guys and other people know how to do like YouTube videos, why I do YouTube videos, why you could do YouTube videos. But I'm obviously going to focus more on the makeup-y influence behind it. But you know, if you are just interested in doing YouTube videos, some of my hints and tips might sort of help you as well, like not just necessarily for makeup lovers, but because I am a makeup channel, it's going to be more makeup themed than anything else. So today's video, I'm gonna concentrate on like the equipment you need to start a YouTube channel, but also so you can see what you do and you don't need. So the word equipment for YouTube scares a lot of people off. Like, I have one friend who's been considering it, but she's really not sure. And she was like, you know, I don't have a lot of money, I was made furlough during lockdown, I have loved makeup and I kind of want to do it, but the money side of it scares me. And I was trying to explain to her that you don't need tons of money to create a YouTube channel. Yes, money helps in the long run for you to buy things for your channel and if you want to upgrade the equipment you already have, but to start with, you don't need tons of money. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is camera. So you might be looking at mine and thinking, well, your videos are quite small on the screen. So personally for me at the moment, I use my phone camera, and because of that, my camera is at the top of my phone. And because I actually want to look at the screen, I have tried turning my camera, but then the camera is over there and it makes the angle look really weird. And the editing software I use, I can't widen it without making it look really weird. So obviously my angle is it vertical? Yeah, vertical. Most YouTube channels, like, they prefer to do horizontal. But when you're first starting out, you can just use your phone. Yes, your camera and your angles might be a bit different to like the top professional YouTubers, but when you grow as a channel, you could then maybe invest in a camera that can do like a wide angle lens and can take, you know, horizontal films rather than vertical. But you know, you don't have to rush out and go and buy like the latest camera going to film your videos with. Yes, you can eventually, but to start with, just having a mobile phone that has the option to film videos on can be a really good starting point. You don't have to go and buy something really expensive. My phone is just a contract phone. It's nothing state of the art, it is just an average smartphone with a really good camera and a really good video like feature on it, and that's all you need. You don't need all these fandangled things. You can start your channel with the bare minimum and then expand as you grow. So yeah, with cameras, start with a phone. And I like to say start with a phone anyway, because when you start out, you might think, yeah, I'm gonna love this, this is definitely for me. But then as you get into it, you might think, actually, I'm not cut out for YouTube, it's a lot of work, I don't like talking on camera. Or it might just not work out for you with like your family schedule or work schedule. So you don't want to waste money buying all expensive cameras and lenses and equipment and then not carry it on. So I would always recommend using a phone first, and then if you decide that it is definitely for you, you could always then expand onto bigger and better cameras. So the next thing is lighting. So most YouTubers will tell you that natural lighting is best because it's natural. It shows off how you really look. It shows off how your makeup will really look. So yes, natural light is perfect. I'm quite lucky. I have my bedroom window sort of right in front of me, so I do get quite a lot of natural light. The only thing is my window is quite small because my house is quite an old house. It's not quite a cottage, but it has that kind of feel to it. So the windows are diddies. They don't let in as much light. You might find that with your housing position, like maybe it doesn't face the sun, maybe the windows are small, or maybe where you film there might not be a window. So natural light, whilst is good and maybe considered best, might not always be an option. So you're probably thinking, well, what do I do? Do I have to spend hundreds on lighting equipment? You can if you really want to. You can buy light boxes, you can buy loads of different light things, or you could just get yourself a ring light. So if you look in my eyes, there is like a ring of light, and that is because right in front of me I have a little portable ring light, which is really handy. I will take a picture of it and I will put it on the screen to show you what my ring light looks like. But mine is really handy. I got mine off of Amazon and I believe it was around £40, and it has the little tripod stand. It comes with like a wire that you can plug into like a power pack or a laptop to make it light up. And it also comes with like a little thing that holds your phone or your camera, so you can angle them at you to film and the light surrounds them and shines onto you. So you don't have to go and spend hundreds and thousands on lighting. Mine was £40. £40. You know, if you have to do this gradually, you could maybe start off obviously with your camera, and then the first month buy yourself a nice little ring light for £40, and it's not going to break the bank. It's not going to make you feel like I can't do this because it's too expensive. You don't need all of that. Obviously, as your channel grows, and if you manage to get yourself like a proper filming room, then you could invest in better quality lighting, ones that make it look like natural light when it's not. There are things you can expand on, but you don't have to when you are first starting out a YouTube channel. Just using a bog standard ring light is really going to help. And I do also have a top tip for owning a ring light. If you do get a ring light and you have the extendable wire which goes to a power pack or a laptop, don't put your laptop near your ring light. During lockdown last year, the first lockdown, I had my little setup going on, and I had my laptop next to me charging my ring light, and I dropped it. It fell onto my laptop and smashed my screen. And because of lockdown, nowhere was open to get it repaired, and I was meant to be doing my kids' homeschooling on it, so it mucked up homeschooling for like 2 whole months. It was a nightmare, it was horrendous. So yes, if you use a laptop to charge a ring light, do not put them near each other where your ring light is going to fall on it. Honestly, believe me, you don't want that happening. Okay, so the next thing is a place to film. So it is a well common known fact that most YouTubers, especially makeup YouTubers, will start off in their bedroom. I have. So my bed is in front of me. I have my tripod with my ring light and camera, well, phone, on my bed, and then I have my makeup table and setup behind me. You know, it's just somewhere to start off with. Some people are really lucky that they have a spare room in their house that they can convert. They might have like a summer house out in the garden they can use. I don't have that. So we have like quite a small house, so my children are in one room, the third bedroom is their toy room because it's not big enough to hold a bed. It would be great as a home office for like makeup-y stuff, but then they would have nowhere to play, they would have nowhere to put their toys, and even nowhere to hang their clothes because their bedroom is quite small. And even actually our room is quite small. Like literally, here is my makeup table, and right in front of me, where this setup is my bed. So I literally have not even a meter between my bed and my makeup table. But it works for me. Like if I was to ever be in a position to move and get a bigger house, then I could potentially expand into a beauty room. But for the moment, this setup works for me. I have my little background with like my makeup-y stuff, so you can see that it's makeup that I love. I have my fairy lights, and I have space to film. I'm lucky. I consider myself lucky. If you don't have somewhere to film, like an extra room, then it's not bad to do it in your bedroom. You could just clear a nice area, or even if you don't have like an area, there's like a few YouTubers that I know that actually sit on their bed and they just have like their camera facing the wall behind them, like I am, but you know, they're sitting on their bed and they're filming and you can see the background behind them. So you know, there are ways to get around it. You don't have to have a big fancy house with a big fancy makeup room. You literally use what you have. So obviously this is my bedroom. I have my wardrobe over there with my clothes. My husband has his fishing stuff over there, and over there is just like, well, it's where stuff goes to die in my house, like washing that I need to put away, and yeah, so we don't look over there. But you know, the rest of the room has been segregated into sleeping, clothing, fishing and makeup. And it works for us, it works for me. So you don't need a big place. Now, one of my top tips for if you are using your bedroom as your beauty room is to make sure it is always clean and tidy. Now, you don't want anyone seeing anything they shouldn't. Now, I'm being a proper mum here. Tidy your room. You know, you don't want people seeing yesterday's bra thrown on the floor in all its glory for everyone to see. You know, like I have my mirror behind me and I have my friend's mirror, the handheld one, and I will quite often turn it round. So while I'm filming, you can't really see what's in the reflection other than a picture on the wall over there, because I don't want people seeing what's in the background. I mean, my room is actually tidy today. I have hoovered it, I've cleaned it, I've dusted it. But you know, there are days when there might be the odd coffee cup sitting on the bedside table. There might be like my pyjamas from this morning that I've just taken off and thrown on the floor. So my advice is to always keep it tidy. That way there's no room for embarrassment. You know, people aren't going to be like, what's that in the background? Plus as well, that's going to be really distracting. They're not going to be paying attention to what you are trying to say. So keep your beauty room tidy. So I'm just going to expand on your filming space just a little bit before we move on. So obviously there are different ways to decorate your beauty room. With mine, I have pictures of makeup and I have makeup on shelves and I have my little logo picture behind me with my makeup-y stash. That is just me. It is quite cluttered, it is quite chaotic, but that's my background, that's me. I am quite a cluttered, chaotic person, and I like to have my makeup on show so I know where it is and I can grab it when I want it. Other YouTubers, they can take quite a minimalistic approach and just have like a plain white background with some fairy lights, potted plants, and maybe some cushions or something just to give it a bit of a background but not too much. And there are some others that have bookcases. Like they will have like their favourite books in the background. It just gives it quite a knowledgeable sort of theme to them. So it all depends on you. Okay, laptop. So it all just depends on you, your personality, the theme you want. If you want it chaotic like mine, or minimalistic like somebody else's. There is also seasons as well. So you have like spring, summer, autumn, winter, and you can change up your background to suit the seasons. I know a few YouTubers that have done that in the past. Soph Does Life, or Soph Does Nails. She used to do that. She would change up her background to suit more like warm burnt oranges in the autumn and more pastel pretty shades with like plants and stuff in the spring. So you know, you can always do stuff like that to just sort of bring new life and not make it so stale into your background. But yeah, just go for what you can do. Like, you don't have to go too over the top. If you have like a plain wall, then that is perfectly fine. If you have like a set of wardrobes that are quite clean and crisp in the background, but that's all you can sort of film against, then do it. I know people have done that. And you could also get like a little side table that you can maybe move into view, put a little plant on it just to spruce it up a little bit. Or you can just be chaos like mine. If the lighting has changed, my laptop decided to turn itself off, which hence turned my ring light off. So yeah, always make sure stuff is charged. That is definitely one you need to remember. So the next sort of equipment thing you might need is makeup and skincare, and like the stuff you are showing and reviewing and using on your channel. A lot of people think when they start up a makeup YouTube channel that they have to go nuts and buy every single new release and makeup product that there is in the world. You don't. You know, your first few videos, or even your first sort of month of videos, you could start off with just what you have in your collection. If you're thinking of doing a makeup YouTube, you possibly already love makeup and possibly already have quite a collection, maybe. If you do, if you have like a makeup bag, you could do like what's in my makeup bag video. You could do a using my everyday makeup tutorial. You could do a how to clean my makeup bag, how to clean my makeup brushes, how to clean my makeup. You can do so many different things, and you don't need all these new beauty releases. Yes, they might help you get some views. Like if a new release comes out, you might think, oh my god, that is going to get so much attention because so many people are going to want it, so many people are interested in it. And yes, while if you buy it and it gets to you and you review it, you might get quite a few views from that. To be honest, you might not get as many as you hope. So there are the big beauty influencers out there, you have the big beauty gurus. And when there is a big new release coming out, they will more often than not get sent PR, which is like the free gift from the companies to these influencers to showcase it on their channel in the hopes that it will make other people buy it. So they will be sent it probably a week or two before the launch. Then they will get to test it, they will do a video and have it ready to release on the day it actually launches to the rest of us. Which means, you know, most of the channel views for that sort of makeup release, they're going to go to the bigger beauty people. Yes, you know, you can order it on the day it comes out. You could maybe do express delivery, which could take 1 to 2 days instead of 3 to 5 days. But in the meantime, there are still going to be people that have got it way before you and are going to showcase it way before you, and you can't really compete with the big beauty gurus. You can't, unless you manage to grow your channel into such a way that you can. In the beginning, it's a no-no. So for me, you don't have to buy every beauty release going to make your channel work. You really, really don't. Obviously, if something comes out and you really like it, like for instance, Revolution have just come out with their Bratz collection, I was actually really excited and intrigued by it, so I did buy some on the day it came out, ready to review on my channel a week later, because shipping, when did it come out? It came out like Friday at midnight or something, and I purchased it straight away, and it's now Tuesday. So it took all that time to get here, by which time other people would have already received it or got it in PR and reviewed it. Yes, I bought it, yes, I'm reviewing it, but it's because I was really interested in it. And there was actually a huge Bratz collection, but I just picked what I wanted to try. I didn't buy everything. And that's the thing, like makeup brands nowadays, they are releasing so much. Like every week, almost every day, there is a new makeup release from this brand, that brand. And you can't keep up with them all. You really can't, unless you win the lottery and you can afford to buy every single makeup release going. You are not going to be able to afford all of them. And if you try, you're just going to end up getting yourself into debt, which is not a good thing. Plus, you know, as your channel grows and goes on its makeup-y journey, you might possibly be offered PR by these companies if they see you using their products a lot, if they like what you do, if they like your personality, then they may offer you PR, which then in turn would be good because then you can get videos like that straight out there. But for the time being, if you are just starting your channel, you don't need to buy 10 million tons of makeup. Just start with what you've got. Honestly, just start there. And then when you've run out, then you can buy more. So the next one is storage. So when you're first starting out, you probably don't have a huge collection. You probably have a few pieces you love. You might have a little bit of a collection going on, but you possibly already have places to put those. My storage at the moment is I have these plastic drawers which I got from Primark. Take a picture and show you. I have Birchbox towers, which were my old Birch boxes. I've decorated them and turned them into makeup storage. And then over here I have like it's like a desktop drawer system, like a little plastic one that has tons more makeup in there for me. A lot of YouTubers nowadays, like especially makeup-y ones, they will go to IKEA and buy like the Alex drawers, which they look actually really stunning, and one day I do hope to get myself some. But you don't have to go and buy those straight away for your storage. You can stick with like the smaller storage until your collection grows. So don't think straight away off the bat, oh my god, I need to go and get loads of storage because this makeup's all going to come in, I'm going to be doing this and this. It's going to take time. If your collection is quite small now, it is going to take time for your collection to grow big enough that you're going to need storage. My storage is actually quite good because it means I can sort of have it in my background and store stuff, but you know, sort of decorate my area with. But you know, you don't have to do that straight away. You really honestly don't. When you get to that point, you'll know when you'll need bigger storage, believe me. So editing software, I'm just going to briefly touch on this and I might expand on it in another video because I know this video is like 25 minutes long already. But editing software, so obviously I film mine on my phone, so I downloaded some editing software onto my phone and I edit everything on my phone. Obviously if you have a camera or you prefer to edit stuff on your laptop, you can, but again, you don't have to go and buy this fandangled editing software and that one over there. I use free editing software. Yes, one day I will probably upgrade and purchase better ones, but the ones I use at the moment I actually quite like. They're easy to use, they're not that bad even in the free version. Like, they're easy to use, they give you different sort of like filters and transition sort of clips to use, so you don't need to go out and buy the latest software. So I've got my notes here. So the ones I currently use, Power Director. So this is the main one I use for editing all my videos. You can cut and edit bits out. So say if I cough, sneeze, fart or burp, I can edit that out the video and then sort of transition it back together. To make the transition smoother, you can do like a little page turn, or you can do like clouds popping by or something like that. Really easy to use. You can also add in like sound effects and music via this editing software, and it's again really easy to use. It shows you, it gives you tutorials as well on like how to use it, so you can like layer up noises, you can layer up music. Really easy to use. You can also speed things up or slow things down. So say if you're doing like a makeup tutorial and you're doing the eyeshadow and it's taking quite long, don't panic, because you can cut it there, and then speed it up so it only takes a couple of like maybe 30 seconds to watch instead of 2 minutes to watch. So you can do so much with it. So Power Director is definitely one that I use. I've downloaded it onto my phone. I believe the upgraded version is something like £2 a month anyway, so if you can afford to, you could do that if you really wanted to, but I find it fine using just the free version. Perfectly easy, perfectly fine to use. I've also used one in the past called xxxx. It's good, I find, for doing my intros and my outros, because you can add different effects that Power Director doesn't have, like sort of sparkles, and if you want to do, like, you know, when the TV goes all fuzzy and funny, if you want to kind of give it that effect, you can do it on there. But the only thing I found that when I edited a whole video using that, when I uploaded it, the film quality wasn't as good and it sort of lagged. Like, you would see my mouth move and then the words would come afterwards. So I don't use it for editing my whole video. I purely use it to make an intro and outro, or just to edit random bits to make them look quite cool and funky. But it is also a handy one to have, so you could check it out and have a play with it. I also use Photoshop Express because I like to take pictures of, say, like the makeup I've done and put it at the beginning of the video for like the intro, so you can see what's coming. I like to take pictures of products, so I use this app quite a lot. You know, not to like over edit them, but say if the lighting is not quite right, or if I do have a huge giant pimple and I really don't want people to see it, I can kind of edit that out if I really want to. Most of the time I don't really do stuff like that, but it's kind of handy to have to like enhance what you have, not hide what you have, if that makes sense. But it is a really good app. I use the free version. On my old phone I had the free version and everything was unlocked. On my new phone I have the free version and only a few things are unlocked, so really and truly if I want to do more I'd have to upgrade. But the free version actually comes with some quite good filters and lighting effects, so it's not too bad. So, you know, free version is also good. And the last thing I'm going to talk about today, because this video is really long and I am really sorry, but I just want to get across to you some useful hints and tips. So the last thing is to have a diary. So this is mine. I found it on Amazon a few years ago when I was obsessed with playing the game The Last of Us. So this is like the logo from The Last of Us. It's like the Firefly logo. You'd have to play the game to get it. But this is my notebook. So I like to plan out my YouTube videos because I have the memory of a fish. So I will think, oh my god, that would make such an awesome video. And then I'll go to do that video and then completely forget what I need to talk about, completely forget what I'm doing. And then the video doesn't turn out as good. But I find that if I have a notebook or a diary with my ideas written in, like when I want to schedule videos for, and even video ideas, then I know that I'm going to remember. I can just flick to the page that I need and know exactly what I need to talk about. And like I said, if I'm planning videos, like I might have a list of videos that I really want to do, like my favourite drugstore eyeshadow palettes, my favourite high-end eyeshadow palettes, my favourite lipsticks. I can plan them out and know which order I want to film them in, and then tick them off as I go along, because I might do a video, say, this month, like my favourite purple eyeshadow, and then later on in the year it might hit like a certain theme, like seasonal theme, and I'll be like, oh, I could do a video on my favourite purple eyeshadow. And then I can look through and be like, oh no, I've already done that video, it's fine. Because although you can look on your own YouTube channel, once you've filmed quite a few videos, it's hard to go through the backlog and see what you have and haven't already posted. So I find writing it all down in a diary, it just really helps. And you know, you can just plan better and know what you want to do. So yeah, I would definitely recommend having a diary, writing it all down. Especially if you're like me and you like writing anyway, a diary is super handy. So yeah, this is just my video on a few tips on helping you starting up maybe a makeup YouTube. I hoped it has been a bit informative. I hope it has helped you in some way. And yeah, if you've enjoyed it, please let me know. And if you have any hints or tips that you feel I need to add, I can put into a future video, then leave them down below. I will try to mention them in another video. So yeah, hopefully this will help and you will be doing your own YouTube channel before long. Or not before long. No, not before long. That's it. Right, I'm gonna leg it because I have to go pick up my children in a minute from school, and yeah, I guess that's this video done. So I will see you all in the next one. Take care. Bye.